All right, 52 Minuteman load. This is how to load it from start to finish. You're gonna start off with the pony section. Okay, the pony section is gonna go in the bed side, which is the supply side. On this tray, the supply side is lower. The chick stand swivel has to be in this space. The chick stand swivel is where you would attach the hose into the supply. The way you're gonna start this off is you're going to lay the hose on the side where the chick stand swivel is. On the upper cross lay of the white line, the chick stand swivel is closest to the driver's side. The other one, red line, is on the passenger side. You're going to bring out your pony section, okay? Roughly 2 feet, or about 18 inches to 2 feet. Bring this over here and create a triangle on this side of the hose bed. This allows the hose to be loaded through here without snagging and having this looping over the bed section, okay? When this happens here, you want to be able to clear the tray. The reason we do this is you clear the tray by putting a fold in there so you do not grab a loop and pull it out and immediately hit the chick stand swivel and that the hose drops onto the ground and now you can't flake it out correctly. So Dan, go ahead and create a fold inside the tray. And you should have a fold on both sides on the bed section. Okay? This is what it should look like on the bed section. Fold inside the tray, fold inside the tray. The next section is going to be your loop to grab and drag. You're going to have roughly about a 12 to 15 inch fold or a loop to be able to grab onto. Yeah, on the second fold. So what your folds are going to be, I said roughly about 12 to 15 inch loop. Okay. Then you're going to have 2 folds and another loop. Go ahead and do fold inside the tray.
Yep.
This should get you to about the 50-foot mark. The loops are basically 50-foot markers. So you're roughly about 50 feet right here. So the next one is going to be on the third stack. Okay, it's technically the fourth, but this is going to be your third one up from your loop. So it's going to be loop again, and another loop the same size. So this is the way it should look. Should be fold, loop, fold, fold, loop on this side. On the other side should look identical.
Loop, fold, fold, loop, fold.
All right. Now you're just gonna fold until you get to the coupling, which is your 100-foot mark.
Yeah.
Once you get to the 100-foot mark, you have your coupling. Go ahead and lay it off to the side because you're going to connect these into the top when you get the nozzle stack loaded. The way you start the nozzle stack. So we're going to start with the nozzle coming off of the driver's side on this one. Okay? It's easier to come in from the nozzle side like this. This is how you're going to hold it when you lay it into the tray. It should be nozzle laying across this. When you lay it over into the tray, okay, you're going to pull the bottom. When you pull the bottom, the nozzle should be slightly inside the tray. It can be sticking out a little bit. This is going to get, this section here is going to get a loop on that end. Okay, that's where you're going to pull your whole nozzle section out so you can drag it, so that you'll be able to pull the hose bidirectionally. So if there's no loop down there, then you're going to end up having to fold there. When you pull this out, the nozzle is going to drop behind you, and you've got to go back and get it. It's a major problem. So when you get to this point, you're going to create the same size loop as you did on the bed section. You're going to encase the nozzle. This one's going to get a fold because you're inside the bed. Yep. You can stop this slightly behind the nozzle because of the way it'll lay. All right. And then you're going to get another fold right inside the tray. So once again, you have loop, fold, fold, then you're going to get another loop. So now we can go ahead at roughly the 50-foot mark and put a loop in. He should have 2 folds on that end, right?
2 loops, sir.
2 folds.
Yeah, it's a loop, 2 folds. And
Correct. Okay, so that should be identical to this side. Now it's just going to be folds till you get to the top, and then connecting in the male and female coupling. Okay. Now, we just connect in the male and female couplings and lay it on top of the stack so it's ready to deploy.
then you want to show us something.
These sides should look identical. 2 and 2. Cab forward nozzle. Supply section should be bed to the rear. The same goes for the other side that does not have the nozzle. It should look identical to this so that it can be pulled from either direction without hanging up or the nozzle dropping and not being on your shoulder. This pony section now just lays on top to be able to connect into the chickstand swivel. It's all together. We load it into the tray. We then come back here, connect this into the chickstand swivel, and it's ready to be pulled from either direction without having any binding whatsoever coming through here. If this pony section was coming out the bottom here, you'd have binding on here so it wouldn't pull as nice. It wouldn't pull as easy. So that's why this is inside the hose tray. It pulls out real nice, plays out real nice.